What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto. This video is going out to one of my subscribers. His name is Nathan. He's from the UK. You know what I'm saying? What's cracking, Nathan? Anyways, he asked me for some advice about leaving his home to pursue a new life. And he's kind of afraid of failure, right? Because it's a very big move, moving from your home to a new place. Alright, so the advice I'm going to give you, hopefully you take it and use it if you do pursue to live your life, if you pursue to live a new life. Alright, the chances of you failing is about 100%. I must have failed at least 4 or 5 times, but I continue going. Alright, I continue to try to pursue my own life. As long as you just keep at it, you're going to make it. Alright? So the first advice that I'm going to give you, and all the stuff you can look over, you know, all my advice on the description box below. Alright? So the first advice is you need to have good communication skills. You need to be able to convey your thoughts. You need to be able to speak to people. Shy people don't make it in life. They just don't. It's just the law of nature. Alright? If you can't talk to your coworkers, you can't talk to your boss, you just can't talk to anybody, obviously you're going to have a tough time adjusting to your new environment. Alright? Now, my second advice is you got to be a hard worker. You need to be able to clean, you need to be able to cook, you need to be able to write, you need to be able to walk many miles, you need to be able to work 8 to 12 hours a day, or maybe even longer than that. You need to be able to push productivity harder than anybody else. Alright? That's the only way you're going to ensure yourself that you're going to have a good paycheck, a good living. If you like to skate through life, then this might not be a wise decision for you. Alright? You need to be able to have a good sense of teamwork. Alright? If you're not able to work with anybody in your new job, if you're not able to be able to work with your coworkers, most likely you're gonna fail at whatever you're gonna be doing. Because in your new life, the job that you're gonna be working at, that's gonna be the most important job that was ever created. It doesn't matter if you work at McDonald's. It doesn't matter if you work at a restaurant. It doesn't matter if you work anywhere, man. Just in general, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to work with your team, your team, your coworkers, your boss, you're not gonna make it. You always need a student mentality, man. You always need a student mentality. You need to be able to learn something new all the time. Be willing to learn something new all the time, because there's people out there that's willing to teach you something. You just got to be able to listen to it. You got to take something from them. If you're just like, oh, shutting people down, not listening to people's ideas and you know, certain ways of how to do things, you're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to grow as a person. You're not going to be able to continuously develop new ideas of your own, because you can't take other people's ideas with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. You need to be able to travel light. Alright? You need to be able to travel light. The lightest I traveled was in 2 duffel bags. Alright? 2 duffel bags. Main reason why is because I can't carry a bed with me all the time. I can't carry a damn closet with me all the time. And when it's time to move, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't get that notice, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they tell you like the day before, like, hey, I'm sorry, you gotta move out. You know what I'm saying? I got people coming in and you're not the most important thing right now. You gotta move. Right? People will do that shit to you, man. Your landlord will do that to you. Your roommate will do that to you. Anybody will do that to you. You need to be able to travel light real quick. Also, you need to know the basic of finances. You know what I'm saying? You need to know basic finance. Main reason why is because a lot of people know how to make money, but they don't know how to spend money. Alright? You need to be able to calculate your entire, you know, your bills, phone bill, rent, groceries, transportation, all sorts of anything that's expenses related. You need to be able to take all of that and calculate it and make sure that whatever you whatever you earn goes into that first, and then anything left over, that's for you to save. A lot of people don't know how to save, and when it's time for them to move on, they can't move on because they don't have no money. Also, you need to be a quick thinker. You need to be able to make decisions real quick. If you can't make decisions real quick, the opportunity that might land you the best job of your life may slip through the cracks of your hands. There must have been at least 5 times in my career or in my life where my dream job slipped right through my fingers because I didn't think hard enough or I didn't think quick enough. Alright? Also, you need a sponsor. Anywhere you go, you need to have a friend there already. Don't just move to another town. You need either you got that type of personality that grabs people automatically, which not a lot of people have. That kind of personality is like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can walk into any room and can just automatically grab people's attention. All right, if you're not that type of person, you need to have a friend that's willing to show you around town. You know what I'm saying? You got the internet these days. You find a pen pal or something. You go on YouTube trying to find out where somebody lives at. Automatically you see them doing videos. You see their face off the bat. They look like a cool person to hang out with. Email them, see if they want to hang out with you, and have them show you around town a little bit. Because the worst thing you can do is getting lost in a place you don't know. You might get mugged. You might get hurt. You might get killed. You know what I'm saying? You might say something to the wrong person. They'll trap you in the alley and they fuck you up. That's the truth, man. You need a sponsor. You need a good friend. Also, you need to have excellent, very, very excellent memory. And the only alternative other than that excellent memory is having a journal. If you can't remember anything, like landmarks, restaurants, stores, you know what I'm saying? I recommend you just go get a journal. Go get a journal. I got plenty of journals about my past and where I've been, where I ate, who I met. You know what I'm saying? Those are memories, right? Once it's written in ink, it's hard not to forget. When you start reading through it again, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this, I remember that. Because you wrote it, that's your handwriting. You know it's you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change. So, you need to be able to write down, places, people, meetings, where you gotta be at, when things are due. You gotta have all that kind of information ready at hand. And a lot of people just can't store all that information at hand. So, like me, I always need like some sort of device or a journal for me to remember. All right. The things you might need if you do decide to leave home to pursue a new life. You're gonna need either a laptop, an iPad, an iPod or iPhone, or a Samsung S3. You need a computer-like device that's gonna help you create documents, help you to research. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the best tool for you. That way you can pinpoint some area of the areas. You need to be able to find your directions, get phone numbers, email people, send documents, stuff like that. That's going to be beneficial for you. Also, you need a watch. Alright, a wristwatch, any kind of watch. You need to be able to tell time at all the time, because time is the most precious thing to you. You need to be able to know when the bus is coming, what time you need to go to work, what time you need to eat, what time you need to go to sleep. You need to know all of this stuff right here. Alright? Third thing, you're going to need all your documents, all your IDs, your visas, your high school diploma, college degree, everything. You need everything, man. If you're going to move, make sure you keep all your documents with you, close at hand. I wouldn't recommend putting it in your wallet, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend leaving it behind at your apartment or whatever. You got to keep it close to you. You got to make sure that documents are safeguarded for you to access it at any time. Alright? Also, you'll need a cell phone. Make sure you have a cell phone. I recommend a prepaid cell phone. If you're gonna go get a new job, then people need to be able to call you at any moment. So make sure you have a prepaid cell phone for business only. It's not for you to talk to your homies. Talk to for your next date. You need it for your job and your job only. Also, emergency phone card. You need an emergency phone card. To call mom and dad, cousins, uncles, aunt, whatever, just in case something bad really did happen to you, and they can come right away. That's all it is. Also, you need a set of business clothes, for interviewing, and then you need or just work clothes, and you need like let me see, like construction clothes, just in case you might have to do construction clothes. You know what I'm saying? I know some dudes, right, that went out with me, and they be doing some construction work in their business clothes. They was in straight up slacks and dress shirts, but they was, doing construction work. It's funny, but definitely make sure you have a set of interview clothes and a set of work clothes. You need generic ones, just black slacks or khakis, polo, and dress shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're gonna be working outside, just have some used up blue jeans, some work boots, and a couple white t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have a hygiene kit and a hair clipper. Your hygiene's the number one thing people look at. If you have clean teeth, clean face, also clean haircut. You always have to have a clean haircut. If you got long hair, I would recommend you getting rid of it. All right. It's true, man. People judge you by how you look. If you look like shit, they're gonna treat you like shit. That's just a philosophy I learned just being out in this world. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you always have a water container with you, like an empty water bottle, because you're gonna be walking a lot, most likely, and you're gonna be traveling a lot by foot. You're gonna find yourself dehydrated. All right. If you get caught being thirsty, you might pass out on the street. There's a lot of times where I was walking miles and miles just to get to work, and I would get thirsty on the way, man. It's the truth. So I would recommend just have something like a water container with you at all times, and also have a duffel bag. I would recommend 2 at the most, and with a sleeping bag, pillow, and a blanket, because you'll find yourself sometimes when you're if you're roommating or hostel, whatever. Sometimes you're gonna sleep on the street. Sometimes you might sleep on the ground. Who knows? But you gotta be prepared at all times. And from my experience, the hardest thing about surviving on your own for the very first time, it's not about not making rent. I was mostly afraid of not eating. If I never got food, by the end of the day, I was afraid. That was the first thing I was most afraid of. I didn't care about sleep. I didn't care about being clean. I was worried about eating. Alright? So make sure you got enough food for yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, network. Make sure you communicate. Make sure you're good to people. Don't backstab nobody. Don't snitch on nobody. You see, stay clean. Be good to people, and you should make it. It's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and I'll talk to you later.